For the hips to work well, we not only need the muscles to work well in each direction, so the hips will work in 6 directions: forward flexion of the hip, extension of the hip, abduction of the hip, and adduction of the hip, and then internal rotation and external rotation, where the thigh bone is swiveling in the socket. So for them to work well, we need the muscles flexible enough around the hip, strong enough around the hip, but the lower abs, the glutes and the inner thighs all work together very, very well. So what I'd like you to do is just see if you can use this drill to get your lower abs working very well with the thighs. So I'd like you to stand tall. The bottom is normally tucked under or forward. So pull the hips up against gravity and press the thigh bones and glutes towards each other. Here's the drill. I'd like you to feel that you are trying to pull the bony part of your pelvis, so this round bit here, we're trying to pull it upwards, the whole lot. So engage your core. For me, that feels as if I'm trying to pull everything towards the midline around here and here. And then pull upwards. And you feel the shape of the pelvis change at this end. You'll feel things move around. Make sure it doesn't take you into pain, and get better and better at pulling upwards. So if we did a pelvic floor drill, I'd be coaching you to imagine you're picking up a tissue with the front and the back of your pelvic floor to try and pull that upwards. We're trying to actually do that and pull the bones of the pelvis upwards. And it's just getting a sense of all the very deep muscles of the core switching on. Once we've got a sense of these switching on, and once we can switch them on at will, so I can do this now in a slight squatting position, then we can use it to keep the hips really safe for when we go on to the more intense moves. So once you've got a sense of which muscles are switching on, try and do it in a squat position, little knee bend, and then can you switch on those muscles? Because when we lower down, and lower we go, the more pressure there is on the pelvic floor, the lower abs, and the hips. So we need to get sense of that. So your next drill would be just to see where you can squat to and get back up, or even sitting all the way down on a chair, that would be even better, or a low surface, but can you keep the same muscles switched on? So I'm trying to keep a lifting sensation, fighting gravity, and a sensation of everything pushing towards the midline through my thigh bones and hips. You can see my thighs are not together as I'm doing this, but I'm creating that lifting sensation. And then we try and add this to the moves that we're going to do. They're not essential, but you will be very, very safe if you can add this on.